Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Marcus, and welcome to Ghosted by Gaming, where we delve into the spine-chilling world of horror games. Tonight, we're exploring why horror games are some of the most divisive in the media and highlighting some of the most unsettling indie horror games that have kept players up all night. Horror, as a genre, tends to polarize audiences. People either relish the thrill or avoid it at all costs. What makes horror games particularly unique is the immersion they offer. Unlike books or movies, you can't just close your eyes or detach yourself from the terror because you're the one in control. You might not have led your character into their nightmarish scenario, but it's up to you to guide them out. Horror games come in many forms. We have the classic survival horror like Resident Evil, psychological thrillers like Silent Hill, and action-packed horrors like Dead Space. These titles from big studios tend to share a similar feel. However, the indie horror scene offers a fresh and often more terrifying experience, pushing boundaries with new gameplay mechanics and themes that mainstream games might shy away from. The indie horror boom can be traced back to the success of Amnesia, which led to a slew of imitators and low-effort knockoffs. Yet, amidst the flood of these titles, a few gems have emerged. Let's take a closer look at some of the best indie horror games that have truly made an impact. First up is Lost in Vivo by developer Kara. This game is designed to trigger or even create claustrophobia when your dog is lost in the sewers after a storm, and you must navigate the cramped, oppressive tunnels to find it. You'll likely find yourself wanting to run from the twisted creatures lurking in the shadows. And next, we have Amori. You play as Sunny in the real world and as Amori in the dream world called Headspace. What starts as a seemingly colorful adventure gradually devolves into a haunting exploration of Sunny/Amori's psyche. Paranormal HK introduces us to urban legends from China. In this horror game, you're thrust into the walled city of Kowloon to shoot an episode of a paranormal show, but the unknown elements of Chinese folklore create a deeply unsettling experience. Lastly, Anatomy redefines what it means to fear a house. This brief but intense game has you exploring a seemingly normal home while listening to tapes that describe the house as a body. The presentation and delivery of this concept turn the mundane into true psychological horror. Of course, we can't forget Amnesia, The Dark Descent, which revived interest in horror by stripping players of power, forcing them to hide and flee. It adds existential dread, exploring the nature of humanity and consciousness. The underwater facility setting makes for an experience that lingers long after the game is over. That's all for tonight's edition of Ghosted by Gaming. I'm Josh Marcus, and remember, keep your lights on and your controllers close. Sleep tight.